which is where we begin to. Actually, I'm going to say where we begin tonight is the second group of your party comes to the boat. I assume there's not much to say other than both of you were successful. By the time most of you are heading to bed, you're already probably hearing word from the dock hands moving about that. Yes, you both groups managed to make some waves already in town.
I'm assuming Thelona would have mentioned that the brigands were working for the Raiders of the Eclipse, because that was a thing.
Ran?
I think his microphone cut out.
No, I was muted because I was sneezing.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I find like a badge or something?
You found a Raiders of Eclipse insignia on the leader. Yes.
Yep. So yeah, that would have been, found raiders, killed raiders. By the way, this was on them, and just throw the badge.
Right. Okay. I'm assuming that probably would have also been reported to whoever collected the reward from, I'm assuming.
That would have been up to Thelona since Thelona was leading that group.
Yes, I would have.
You would have mentioned it, alright. Alright, so also before we hit the experience, I also collected all the gear that you people could have looted from from your enemies. So let's see here. Alright, I did a little line there to try and keep it clear. Okay, so yeah, that one is from that group, that one's from this group. Okay, I have to remember how I organized this. So, Ozzy and crew, your group managed to collect 11 leather armors, 12 scimitars, 10 daggers. Actually, no. I think that might be Thelona's group because I thought it was the studded leather, but no, both of them got one studded leather. Both bosses were wearing studded leather. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, so I'm actually going to assume that this is most likely Thelona's team then, because that's a lot of leather armor.
Okay, could you repeat then? Because I thought you were giving Ozzy's loot.
Okay, so 11 leather armors.
Okay.
12 scimitars. 10 daggers. A studded leather. Here's a big one for you. 110 crossbow bolts.
Jesus Christ.
They had a lot of ammo.
That'd be good for Garroth, because he's the one that actually has a crossbow.
Here's the other thing.
I'm armed and I am dangerous.
All that ammo wouldn't have done him any good against Thelona.
No. Bing. Try again. Try harder.
They managed to do. Was it 110 crossbow bolts?
110. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if she was raging, they probably would have hit her 110 times for 1 damage, and she would have been like, I still got 40 hit points left.
What's your next move?
Yeah.
That's only if they successfully hit her every single
time.
Right. And 11 light crossbows.
Why do you keep missing? I can't shoot well when I'm nervous. This woman's huge.
So how many crossbows?
11 light crossbows. And that's the end of the gear for that one. So then Ozzy's crew, you got 6 maces, 6 leather armor, a short sword, a studded leather, 6 heavy crossbows, 60 daggers. Lots of throwing weapons. They had a lot of throwing weapons. 70 crossbow bolts, and 1 light crossbow.
That's a lot of bolts for one crossbow.
Oh, they had a heavy crossbow.
There's 6 heavy ones too. So.
Never mind.
Yeah, they had a little less on the bolts and a little bit more on the frickin' daggers. Gotta smelt that shit. And then the final thing for all parties involved, your XP is 3,660.
3,660.
Mm-hmm. Which means I need to pull out the NPC character sheets. Oh, look, it's so nice and easy to see now that it's no longer blazing white. Can actually see the character sheets.
Is that XP for our team too, or
For all the characters.
it's 360, 3,360?
3,660 for everybody. Ooh, this is actually loading faster too. I wonder if they fixed some backend.
Oh wow, this looks so much nicer.
For me, it's freezing up when I'm trying to interact with the fucking sheet. There we go. Finally unfroze.
Just over.
So how much?
3,660. You said
3,660.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I take it somebody's rolling their hit points already.
No, I don't. I don't even remember
click the
how
wrong
to
button.
do that.
Wait, is this gold or experience?
Experience.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Jeez.
I don't remember how to do anything. I'm so bad.
We'll get to it.
Oh god.
I'm gonna pop these out so they're no longer hiding
I'm
the
level 11 now.
Yay.
background here. So they're all their own individual tabs. So 3,006.
Oh wait, no, I did that wrong.
7980.
I get a 6th level spell. Cool.
Have to open
3182.
We're gonna spend most of this session just fucking upgrading our characters before we start doing anything else.
Actually, Gareth doesn't level.
What's his total experience right now?
79,000. So 80.
I
81, 82.
feel like you've screwed up his experience at some point because he shouldn't be that far behind the rest of us.
What level should we be? Like 10 or
11?
I'm at 11 now.
Should be hitting 11 right now.
no? It didn't automatically update. That's why I was asking. So I'm gonna have to type. Nope. Stupid thing.
Where did the rest of you end up for experience?
I'm at 85,855.
That's where I'm at.
And I'm at 85,905, and that's because of that wolf.
Yeah. So, edit. Okay, now I'm having issues. The loaded fine, but now actually interacting is a little bit sluggish. So, most of you are at 8,000, 85,000.
What experience?
85,855.
855.
What experience were you at, Ozzy?
Same as me.
What is
85,855.
85,000.
Mm-hmm.
855. All right, there we go. Damn it! Stop doing that.
Oh my god, I can conjure a fae! I can do Hero's Feast.
You're probably clicking on your sheet without having the
Turn on your edit mode.
The edit button on.
Oh, it's been so long.
Shame.
I know. Okay, there we go.
Taking a moment to recognize that the tab has gone into edit mode.
Ooh, Wall of Thorns. I can Wind Walk.
I get 2 new spells, and I get go to D&D Beyond.
So
I get a 6th level spell now. Oh boy.
Yes, Giselle, Gareth, and Theobald then will all be hitting level 10. Oh no, wait. They're already 10, so they're hitting level 11. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh god.
Let me know when you're ready, Matt, because I need help.
Okay, so that's right. You were that special sage class.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I get 6
I need to know how do you even level up? Because I only remember how to basically level in D&D. It's been so long since I played.
Okay, so I gotta roll
What was the name of
1d8
the
plus.
class again, Aaron?
Priest,
Priest.
I'll send it to you.
I gotta roll 1d8 plus
Because I can't
4
remember.
for my HP because I have the toughness trait, so I get an extra 2 on top of my plus 2
Come on.
constitution bonus.
There you go.
So I
Oh
get
Jesus!
2.
If I took that, that would like
Motherfucker! I rolled a goddamn 1, so I only got 5 HP.
You rolled a 1, re-roll that shit. I do not accept 1s in this game for hit points. Try again. With more feeling.
11.
There we go.
That puts me at 103.
So that was 9 hit points per Thelona that I'm taking?
well, technically it's 9 plus 5.
Ah, okay. Jeez.
Yeah, she's
14.
at 171 hit points now. If I had that toughness trait, because I believe that works retroactively,
It does.
I would be somewhere over 200 hit points.
The toughness trait, and if you increase your constitution score and the bonus goes up, retroactively applies as well.
Yeah.
Barbarians are health broken, wrong, dirty?
They are if you have high con.
Yeah.
Well, they're,
Okay.
they're also the only class in the game that gets a 1d12 for their hit
Reroll that.
points.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Oh, come on!
One more try. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Jeez.
Oh god, that's like our spirit. That's
Wait,
like
wait. Belena has a higher constitution bonus than me?
Yep. +3, baby. Hyborian.
No
High
wonder you got
constitution.
so much health as a wizard.
This is the perfect race to be a wizard. I get the constitution bonus. I don't die. Even after nearly frying myself trying to fight a giant fucking turtle.
Okay, so aside from that, the main thing I need to do now is I need to
Oh, I need a drink.
I need to pick a 6th level spell.
So, remember how disgusting you were talking about me getting hit by things before? I just picked up Relentless Rage. So that means if I do drop to 0 hit points while I'm raging and I don't die outright, I make a DC 10 con save, and if I make it, I drop to 1 hit point instead of 0.
Not dying yet.
And I
Ooh.
can use that repeatedly, but the DC increases by 5 each time.
Ooh. Gotta make it 15.
Oh,
Gotta make it 20.
my gosh.
What the hell is eye bite?
Where?
There's a spell called eye bite.
There's
Mhm.
a what? A spell?
Yes, a 6th level spell, eye bite. I gotta see what I'm looking in the compendium to see what the hell this is.
Rand, guess what spell I can get? Magic jar.
There you go.
For the spell's duration, your eyes become an inky void imbued with dread power. One creature of your choice within 60 feet of you that you can see must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by one of the following effects of your choice for the duration.
Oh my gosh,
And
I get eye bite too.
On each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to target another creature, but can't target a creature again if it has succeeded on a saving throw against the casting of Eye Bite. The possible effects: asleep, panicked, sickened. That's kind of horrifying.
You think that's horrifying? Wait till you see this.
I
Putting it in
wanted
the
to do
Conan
Hero's
chat.
Feast, but I can't afford it, and it
The-
requires a $1,000 or 1,000 gold piece gem encrusted bowl, which the spell consumes.
Yep.
I believe
am
my
well
rule
aware
is
of
that you
Hero's
have to
Feast.
have the piece, but you don't consume it when you use it.
The way it describes the eyes becoming a void just makes me, for some reason, think of the Undertaker doing the thing where he rolls his eyes into the back of his head.
I just kind of
Exactly.
imagine your Xena turning into a ghoul in someone else's eyes and just going, ah!
I can just I'm just picturing Azina doing this and Flona shaking her head. It's like, you've been hanging with the wizard too long. Okay.
This spell seems like a waste of a 6th level spell. Find the path. The spell allows you to find the shortest,
Well, I was
most
gonna
direct
suggest
physical route
that.
to a specific location that you are familiar with on the plane of existence.
I mean, I was going to suggest that because you're sailing a ship, aren't you? You may want to know the shortest route to your destination, right?
That's what navigators
Hold on
are
a
for.
second. Hold on a second. The message is too long. I'll get the first 3 lines.
Here's the thing though with ships. The shortest route's not always the fastest route. Because that depends on currents and
Yeah.
wind conditions.
Otto's irresistible dance.
Ever seen that Looney Tunes cartoon with the dancing shoes? Yeah.
What does this do? Choose one creature you can see within range. The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this spell. So Thellona's immune to the spell.
I do not know if I want to take this spell.
A dancing creature must use all of its movement to dance without leaving its space. It has a disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls.
That is so up Azina's alley.
That basically just means they're rooted. They can't move because their entire movement speed goes to dancing in place.
I don't know. Let's see. What's Soul Cage?
Come on, you totally know you want to cast that on a skeleton and just watch them do the Thriller dance.
I think I'd rather have eye bite.
Yeah, I got 5 choices for spells, and I can only take 2 of them. I got Circle of Death, Great Undead, Eye Bite. Yes, Ozzy, I get Eye Bite too. Magic Jar, and Soul Cage.
I can get transport via plants. That's pretty cool. You touch one plant, and then you can teleport between plants, basically, as long as you've touched your destination plant at one point. I can do Wall of Thorns.
It's just creepy and useful.
So let's see here. Other than the spells, the other thing you need to do, Aaron, is you need to do your hit points.
Yeah, I need to do my hit points. How do I do that? You roll 1d8?
You roll 1d6 plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
So, going to the sheets, if I can find it now. There we go.
Let's see, what does Circle of Death do? That sounds
So
neat.
1d6
2.
plus...
Oh!
Plus 2, I
Plus
think.
2, yep. Your Constitution
Okay,
is
let's
plus
see
2.
here. Why did that not work?
Oh God!
Slash before the R.
Okay. Forward slash or backward slash?
I think it's the same slash, just it needs to be before the R.
Fireball!
What?
Circle of Death. It's basically a necrotic fireball. 60-foot radius, 100 feet,
There you
8d6 damage.
You know what I realize I need to do? I need to see what spells are in Xanathar's guide for this level.
That's not
Right,
too
so
bad.
add 7 to 73, so that's 80?
Yeah, add
80 hit
7 to
point?
your permanent hit points, yep.
So then do I have to change the 70 at the bottom too, or 73 to 80?
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Oh,
The tiny 73 to 0 in the heart?
Yeah, you'll need to change both.
Okay.
Xanathar's guide doesn't add any 6th level spells for bards.
Oof.
I don't know. I kind of want to do Wind Walk.
Right.
Wind Walk would be fun. Let's see here.
Okay, so I know one of my spells is going to be Circle of Death.
Oh, that's
But the
kind of
question-
cool.
But the question is, do I want to take Magic Jar or Soul Cage? What does Eye Bite
I just
do?
found out that if you click on the character on the tab that you're in, and if you already have the character sheet out in a separate tab, it'll actually open up that proper tab. All right, so 1d12 plus 3.
What's 1d12 plus 3? Or you're doing a different
Geralt's
character?
hit points.
Okay.
For someone to review dread power rangers, that's
Kind of surprised that you're not thinking of taking Disintegrate, Zareth.
Disintegrate, is that on there?
That's on level 6, Wizard.
Oh, but it's not a necromancer spell, and I'm trying to go for what Valena would pick.
Not well. Just because you're a necromancer doesn't mean every spell you have.
Oh, I
has to be
know.
necromancer.
But I kind of have this tradition of taking 2 necromancer spells first, and then 2 other spells. Now, there are different schools.
So plus 8 to his hit points.
Oh, that's right. I remember Disintegrate. Because that's the way a beholder, one of the beholder eyes work.
Oh
Yup.
yeah, that spell.
Mhm.
Disintegrate is the you ain't coming back unless someone casts reincarnation effect.
That's you become a small pile of dust. Yeah.
Well, if I do, that still just leaves either Magic Jar or Soul Cage. They're both interesting spells for utility.
I honestly don't see the value of Magic Jar unless your plan is to become a lich. In which case, we'll have to kill you.
Let's see. Magic Jar is...
For every time you become a lich, I kill you.
I kill you!
Kill you till you're dead. That's worse.
Well, I've decided. I bite.
I had that option, but I'm going to go with Soul Cage. Because that's more a Hazina's thing. Not Hazina. I mean Valena. Soul Cage. All right.
And now apparently Valena's having an identity crisis.
Probably.
She thinks she's the captain, yo.
Alright, so I am going to take Wind Walk, which sounds like it might be fun, if
Might be
not
interesting.
confusing.
I'm now just imagining Valena coming out on deck dressed as Xena.
You know, I realized that I could actually technically take another 6th level spell if I swap out one of my lower level spells for it.
Oh, really?
I removed cups from the top of my
Not
D&D
every
book.
bards. I think a bard's allowed to swap out a spell
No, don't turn off the computer.
for a different one every time I go up a level. Technically, the question is if I actually want another 6th level spell that much, because I'm realizing I had the realization that disguise self isn't that useful once you actually know polymorph.
Yeah,
I could just
you-
I could just polymorph myself into a disguise instead of using an illusion spell.
Have you guys ever used Wind Walk at all?
I've seen it used, I think, in Critical Role, but that's about it.
It's you and up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range assume a gaseous form for the duration, appearing as wisps of cloud.
Oh, there we are.
Keep your find. You dropped this. Okay, yeah. So yeah,
Cool.
Geralt just got the
Nice.
Relentless Rage too.
That's my chapstick. He
All
thinks it's another laser light.
Is this feature? Okay, yep.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
swapping out disguise self for another
Do
spell.
I have anything? Oh wait, no, I can't. I can't do that. It's only a barb thing. Okay.
Journal.
Stop.
It's ironic because I
So-
keep getting.
So if Aaron abruptly disappears, we know the cat turned off the computer.
Yep.
I keep getting rid of 1st level spells because I don't find most of the ones I have useful as we progress further.
Stop playing with the knife. The pocket knife.
This,
Are you
by the
sure
way,
you're
is-
safe with the cats?
And don't chew on the
I-
batteries.
Can't drag and
Don't-
drop like I used to.
Don't play with
the
that.
switchblades. 2 seconds later, you hear a click.
Don't play
Never
with the
to
switch.
use it.
Don't play with the switchblades. No,
No,
don't crease
he's.
your.
Oh my god, you horrible little thing. He just turned around and plucked my chopstick off of the table. I was about ready to make off with it.
No, no. Oh my
And
word.
one of you farted, and it's super gross. Get off the table.
I was about to
Welcome
say,
to
don't
my
play.
world.
Do not play with the switchblade. Do not grease your hair. Do not wear leather jackets. Oh, there it is.
Here, you can play with my hair tie.
Oh my word. I don't know what's going on
grab
anymore.
the pocket knife off the desk. 2 seconds later, you see the cats approaching each other, snapping their paws.
Yeah.
Cloud is sitting on top of the router, so we might lose connection at some point.
This is what I got to deal with, folks. They're little hellions. There has been a couple times I've wanted to drown them.
They're just kittens. They're having fun.
Can I? They got rid of the drag and drop feature, as far as I can tell.
Oh.
I
That's
keep trying to
interesting.
drag and drop Relentless Rage into Geralt, and I can't do it.
You don't have what the? Oh,
It should get pop in automatically.
you're trying to
Yeah.
drag and drop like a class feature though. A lot of those don't work properly. It usually only works for like spells and equipment.
Oh, never mind. There it is. Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm struggling to do
popped in
this
on
the
my
entire
sheet
time, and then
automatically.
it's actually already in there. God damn it.
Yeah,
Damn it.
that's like a lot of class stuff should automatically add when you increase their level.
Yeah, but I love it doesn't either, too. So it's like, I'd rather be safe than sorry most of the time, and it blows up in my face. Anyway, so that's done with Geralt. Yeah, just getting Relentless Rage and upgrading his points is the main thing for
You know
Barbarian.
what? I'm not going to do Soul Cage because I just found out it has an 8-hour duration. There's no way I'm going to use that.
An 8-hour duration just means that's how long it lasts.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what you're
Oh.
thinking duration means.
Oh, casting time, I guess.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
That would be terrible. Never mind. I'll keep Soul Cage.
You really don't know how to read a character sheet all of a sudden today.
I don't
I
know.
don't know
It's-
how to add a level 6 spell to my thing.
Jesus.
That you would have to drag and drop, I believe,
See me through.
if it's on the list. Otherwise, you have to
It's-
manually enter it.
DC.
Okay. Okay.
Where did I write? Where is the?
So, right. Next one is Gun Peach's Cells, so updating a rogue. Well, oh, okay. Here's
There we go.
our
Cool.
level 11.
Is this
Reliable talent. Here we go.
I don't know if this is the right slot to put that in. Oh,
Wait, which one did I put her under? Shoot.
okay. Wait, no, that's not what I was going to say. Through. Back save? No. I gift up. I was reading iBite instead. Damn it.
Level 10. By 11th level, you find trust and skill until you approach perfection. Whether you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. Okay. Actually, no, that's right. That's actually not going to be what she gets because her rogue is hitting them 10, yeah. Now which?
Well, I'm done.
That's it. I'm trying to remember what version of Rogue I put her under.
Oh no, bad kitty. Typed a bunch of question marks into Google.
Okay, so I did put her under Thief. All right.
Oh, no.
So
The cat says discover Google.
yeah, she doesn't get anything particularly interesting this level, I don't think. Nope.
Oh gosh, it's
Who?
horrifying.
Giselle?
Yeah.
Yeah, if the cats have discovered Google, just wait till they discover Amazon. Suddenly your credit card just gets filled with orders for cat food and cat toys.
Waiting for it to update. There we go.
Oh, I don't think I can. Oh shit! I forgot that I was priest and not druid.
Rogue gets something called reliable talent
Okay.
at level 11.
God
Level
dang
10.
it.
Remember, she has one Barbarian.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Nothing particularly
Alright.
interesting at 10. Yeah, her Thief archetype only gets something at 9, which she already should have. Double checking that it's in there. Actually. Yep, it's in there.
How do I delete this?
And then on the regular rogue thing, the last one she got was at 7. Yeah, so next level.
Ah, here we go.
So all she
Got
gets
it.
now is hit points, which is a D8 plus
Oh, I
1.
had chain lightning. Wait, if disintegrating evocation, what is it? Conjuration?
I'm guessing you're still debating what spells to get.
No, I'm just looking for
Ooh,
disintegration.
nice.
It's not
Oh.
a conjuration, really? Or an
No,
evocation?
stop stealing my chapstick.
75.
I forgot
Oh,
that
I
I
c-
wasn't.
Hit points
Could have
go
had
up.
arcane gate.
It disintegrates transmutation,
Oh, really? Huh.
which makes sense. It's changing their form to no longer existing.
What did you take off with
Changing
now?
their form into dust.
You stole a pen. Okay,
He-
whatever.
Dust eater.
Oh my god, they actually made disintegrate better than what it used to be, because now it does damage, and if it reduces them to 0, it disintegrates them. In the older
Holy
in
cow.
the older games, it was basically just a straight up death save, and if they saved, nothing happened to them.
Oh yeah, it actually does damage no matter what.
Yeah, it's
As long as it
10d6
hits.
plus 40 force damage.
Okay, Geralf's ready. Giselle's ready. Theobald. Theobald will also be hitting level 10 cleric.
Although actually, no. The way it works in this is if they take damage if they fail to save. I think they just straight up don't take damage if they save, though. The way it's worded, it doesn't say they take half damage if they save.
There
Let's
we
see,
go.
on a failed save, the target takes 10d6 force damage. Target is cigarette damage to these 0.
Yeah, so save
Ooh.
negates.
Next, right? Oh, no way! Here's a transmutation.
But if they don't save, the max damage on it is 100.
Oh, I could have taken this transmutation and be a cool spell. Flesh to stone.
Oh my god, I can create undead.
All right, so he's
I
got
think Xerath specifically avoided that in spite of being a necromancer, because of the fact that nobody in the party wants undead around.
It wasn't that. It was it takes like 1 minute, 10 rounds to fully cast to make something undead. So it's like you have to do it on your off time, and then you have to do it every 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much every unanimate dead thing requires you to renew it after a certain amount of time.
Not the finger spell I have, where I can use Dance Macabre, that's what it's called. Where I shoot necrotic energy on my fingers and have 5 skeletons from fresh corpses.
Yeah, but those ones just die after a certain amount of time, don't they?
Yeah, but it's a more useful spell than Animate Dead.
Yeah, because there's no chance of it running out and them trying to kill you afterwards.
I could do Circle of Death.
That's a necrotic fireball.
We're not going to get anything done tonight.
Theobald got Divine Intervention.
I could do Harm.
Let's see, what are spells that we got here? Let's see. I haven't touched Illusion or Divination yet.
I could do Mass
Find
Suggestion.
out where I find it. Okay, there it is. 10th level, you can call on your deity to divine on your behalf when your need is great. Calling your deity's aid requires you to use your action, describe the assistance you seek, and roll percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, your deity intervenes.
I could have created a
DM
homunculus.
chooses the nature of the intervention, the effect of any cleric spell or domain spell would be appropriate. If your deity intervenes, you can't use the feature again for another 7 days. Otherwise, you can use it after a long rest. At level 20, call your intervention succeeds automatically, no roll required. Oof.
What? This is evil!
Oh my god.
This is more evil than necromancy. Mental prison.
Okay. I could already.
You attempt to bind a creature within an illusion cell that only it perceives. One creature you can see within range must make an intelligence saving throw. The target succeeds, it automatically is immune to being charmed. On a successful save, the target takes 5d6 psychic damage on a spell ends. On a failed save, the target takes 5d6 damage, and you make immediately around the target appear dangerous to it in some way. You cause the target to perceive its surrounding by fire, flooding razors, hideous maws filled with dripping teeth. Whatever form the illusion takes, the target can't see anything beyond it and is restrained for the spell's duration. If the target moved out of the illusion makes immediately attack through it, or reaches any part of the body through it, the target takes 10d10 psychic damage, and this spell ends. It's kind of brutal, actually.
Mass Suggestion is basically Death Note. Do I want Death Note power or do I want Sunbeam? Or True Seeing? Let's see what True Seeing does.
True Seeing as in True Sight?
True Seeing.
True Seeing grants you true sight, so you can see any hidden doors, and you can see stuff that's on the other real plane.
Basically, nothing can fool you. No illusions, no transformations, no nothing.
Alright, yeah, nothing else until level 17 on that. Okay.
Yeah, True Seeing's one of the spells I actually took.
Oh, that's right. How many spells can he have now?
Yeah, True Seeing, you can see invisible, you can see polymorphed, you can see hidden.
Alright, I'm gonna take True Seeing too. Sounds like that's pretty useful.
I feel like,
Unless people want me to take the Death Note power, I can do the Death Note power.
There's no 6th level healing spells of any kind.
I've got healing. I could do heal if I want to be boring.
No, most of the healing spells are on the odds.
Well, this is a homebrew class, so.
I picture Aaron's just like getting spells like that at a grocery store. It's like, I want this one. I don't know which one weighs more.
Let's see here, heal.
Yes, but you're still using spells from the various classes. Most healing spells are on the odd levels.
That's going to be, they actually offer me heal right now.
Oh.
Additional cleric cantrips of your choice. Higher levels as shown.
I don't remember what heal does though.
Table.
Regain 70 hit points. The spell also ends blindness, deafness, and any diseases affecting the target. The spell has no effect on constructs or undead. At higher levels, when
He
you
learns
cast
a
a
new
spell
cantrip.
using a spell slot 7th or higher, the amount of healing increases by 10 for each slot level above 6th.
The fact that just straight up heals somebody for 70 hit points without having to roll is actually really, really useful.
That's actually very
Okay.
powerful.
I'll take
You could actually heal
then.
the barbarians and make it look good.
It also the fact that it also basically removes status effects. Heals from someone for 70 and basically removes status effect. What does harm do? Because I know harm is supposed to be like the opposite of that, but I'm assuming it's a bit more specific than that. Let's see, what does harm do? You unleash a virulent disease on a creature that you can see within range. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 14 die 6 necrotic damage, or half as much on a successful save. The damage can't reduce the target's hit points below 1.
How many spell
What the
slots
fuck?
does each spell get?
What?
Apparently, Ozzy, I can get autos and irresistible dance too.
Spell slots are just how many casts you have of a specific spell level.
Yeah, because
Probably
I have
only-
like one level 5 spell and then one level 6 spell slot. I accidentally deleted my level 6 spell slots. So I put a 1 in. So, but I'm not sure how many I'm supposed to get for level 5, and I'm pretty sure level 6 is just 1, but... Oh, here we go. Spell slots per spell level.
So actually, he's behind by
Found
2
it.
spells.
Hmm.
So Thibault can learn a new cantrip
So 1, okay.
and 2 regular spells?
I have 2? Okay, so I have 2 5th level spells now, and I don't know what 5th level spell to get.
That's not how spell slots work. Spell slots are how many casts you have.
Oh, no, never
Oh.
mind. Yep, okay. Got it.
Alright, so what should I have ready? Soul Cage or Disintegrate?
That's a you question.
Well, let's ask it like this. What would Valena take? She can't use Soul Cage right now. We'll just keep the Disintegrate on for now.
Oh gosh, so I need to go back to cleric spells in the book and try and figure out something else that he might use.
I can look that up if you want.
There we go.
What are you looking for? A 6th level cleric spell?
He can only do up to level 5 right now.
Ooh.
Wait, really?
1 level in Barbarian.
Oh, fucking hell! I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You keep forgetting that.
He could join me in the Insect Plague Club. That's a 5th level spell. I'm assuming he already has Mass Cure Wounds.
So he can already do cantrips count as the usual spell list too?
Contagion, Dispel, Flint Strike.
The cantrips are in the same spell list area. He gets
Okay, so he gets his level plus his wisdom modifier, which means he gets 13, and he's at.
Cantrips don't count as part of your spell total.
Okay.
What cantrips does he currently have?
9, 10, 11. So he can get 2 more of those, and he can get 1 more cantrip.
What
His current cantrips are Guidance, Light, Mending, and Sacred Flame.
Okay, the only ones he doesn't have already are Resistance, Spare the Dying, and Thaumaturgy.
Spare the Dying is important. Hands down, it's the most important cantrip a cleric can have. It can stabilize someone who's doing death saves.
Sure, yeah, let's go with that.
All right, so you said how many spells did he...
I did not tell you to close the damn character sheet. Piece of work. I just moved it over.
So how many spells does he get for 5th level? How many new ones, I mean?
You don't get spells for a 5th level. He gets a total of 2 new spells. They don't have to both be 5th level spells.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
But clerics get access to all spells, right?
Yes.
So
As long
these
as they're
are my
within their
3.
level range, yes.
He's picking what spells he has prepared and not modifying
I
them.
know. I played clerics before.
Okay.
These are my 3 recommendations. Greater Restoration.
Give me a half a moment. I'm
Great.
still trying to get his bloody freaking cantrip in.
Oh, sorry.
I had the stupid window closed on me.
Oh, sorry.
Spare. Dying. There we go.
What current 5th level spells does he have?
Current 5th level, he has 0.
That's
All
weird.
right.
He should have already had one from when he hit level 9.
I'm thinking I must have sped through his character level up last time and I didn't pick anything. That's why he's got 2 spells, because he went up by only 1 level.
Okay.
Okay, well, probably
Here's
want mass cure wounds for one of them, I'm guessing.
So my 3 recommendations are Raise Dead, Greater Restoration, and what was that other one? Where is it?
Why would he want to raise dead?
Because that brings someone back to life if they die.
Yeah, not animate dead, raise the dead.
Okay.
I think it was Mass Cure Wounds as well.
Mass cure wounds, raise dead, and what was the other one?
Greater Restoration. That is a lifesaver utility.
Yeah.
I never make a cleric without Greater Restoration.
Or if you want to be on the offensive side, you can pick Flame Strike, because that is a 5th level cleric spell, and that's an attack spell. How much damage does that do?
Apparently, I've not been
Activate.
picking my religious practices. It's okay.
And raise dead.
Alright. Does it get any more? Is that
A vertical column of divine fire rains down from the heavens in a location you specify. Each creature at a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered in the point where blah blah blah. Let's make a dex saving throw. A creature takes 4d6 fire damage and 4d6 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
What are you looking at?
Flame Strike.
There we go.
Yeah, I've used Flame Strike with my light clerics.
It sounds similar to my Dawn.
There we are.
It's not as big of an area of effect. It's
There we go.
Alright.
Finally got some spells in level 5 now. And he has as many spells as he has uses of them.
Alright. Is that it? Or
I think that's fine, because that should be the end of Theobald. Oh, I need to do his hit dice yet.
alright.
Because, I only did the Geralf and Giselle, so... / roll.
Subscription.
Oh, subscription? I take it that was Aaron again. Doesn't want to say.
Yep, that was me.
Thank you. Roll 1d8 and plus his Constitution, which is 3. Ouch!
That punch from Solana really hurt him.
Okay, waiting for the character sheet to decide it wants to move.
There you go, Matt.
There.
I gave you my Twitch Prime sub.
Yay.
That's what
I haven't heard anything go off yet. Yeah, I think that's all the characters updated then. So,
I just need to hit long rest on everybody.
yep, now everybody needs to hit long rest, as after you've obviously returned to the ship, everyone's looking for a good long rest. So open all the character sheets back up.
I just realized we're over halfway to max level.
Just.
Oh, thank God the cats are finally asleep. Or at least one of them is. I don't know where the other one is.
Thank goodness they're only rowdy during character creation.
Dun.
I'm probably, I don't know if I'm gonna stream video. I'm like super tired all of a sudden. It might have to wait until tomorrow after I get done shopping and everything. We'll see.
Now you know why I'm tired all the time. Because it's don't do that, don't chew on that, don't climb that.
Get off the curtain, goddammit.
Get to the chopper.
Do the chopper.
A few of the times I'm like, Jesus, cats, you are literally killing me.
Kill them, me Smalls. Both of you Smalls.
I see the other one. He's on top of your coat somewhere.
It's Aaron remembering that comic that Aaron made. Get off of that!
Finally, cling. Alright, so the next morning, what do you want to do? Who's up first?
I think Velena's just gonna... I don't know. Let's see. I think, yeah, Velena's gonna do some reflection and just kind of slowly walk the halls of the ship by herself, trying to reflect on everything that happened with Felona. Try to avoid Felona as much as possible.
I'm assuming due to the way things went, Felona will probably wake up at the regular time with everybody else instead of like a night shift thing, because we're at town right now.
Yeah, we're at town, and she'll actually probably sleep late, which is unusual for her, but she's just traveled for a while. She's tired.
Before traveling, she didn't probably get like the best amount of rest either because of what happened.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell us what our actual pay was from the missions we did.
Oh shoot.
Back to the character sheets, everyone.
Oh, not the GM pulled the random dice roller.
Watch them roll all ones. What a chip!
I mean, the money wasn't the main reason we were doing it, but...
My darn phone.
But you're not going to say no, it keeps you in rum.
No, it's not that. My phone just alerted me that Matt's streaming.
Your phone is so observant these days. Alright. So, okay, yeah, I rolled to see what random you got. So, gold, I'm going to say is 3,165 altogether.
Oh wait, I
Wait,
have to.
for both missions
Yeah, for
combined?
both missions to pull together is 3,165.
Oh, all together. So
So that's
So
all
we-
the gold together.
So we gotta divvy
And
that
so I
up
don't have to
between-
repeat myself that much.
We need to divvy that up between 7 people, basically.
So,
Actually, no, more than that because we
I
had
was
Super
gonna say there's also
Tie-
the extra pool.
mhm.
Well,
so
there
that
was-
number, I see a problem with their dark lighting. You can barely see the numbers,
I can see just
like what
fine.
Matt just typed.
So wait, so there was Subutai,
Oh, yeah.
Subutai, Tarthun, and what was the other guy's name?
I thought we were splitting stuff 10 ways, and the ship got like 2 of that. Or is that no longer even possible?
10 ways.
Yeah.
There's only we only have 7 normal party members, so there wouldn't have been 10. Oh, but yeah, once we include the people that came with us, that would be 10 ways. Because obviously Subutai, Tarthun, and what's his name would get a cut more than instead of the crew because of the fact that they actually were part of the. So I'd say. Okay, so dividing. So it's 300 for each of us and 165 into the ship fund. Because 3,000 divided by 10 would be 300.
So 300 for each of us, or
Yeah, 300 for each of us, including the NPCs that came with us this time. So they're getting a bit more gold than they usually do as part of the crew. And I'll put the extra 165 into the ship fund.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who all went again. It was Subutai, Tarthun.
It was Subutai, Tarthun, and Naraster.
Ah, Naraster, right.
And he performed like the worst out of the those people that we brought with us.
You can't say that. He tanked really good.
Yeah. But he was kind of the one guy that helped fill out our team when we went into town while Tarthun and Sabotai were there for Thelona because her team would
he
have just
earned
been...
his 300 gold by getting absolutely wailed on and still standing.
The funny thing is we still have we still have like a ton of gems that we haven't converted into anything in our freaking ship fund.
Yeah, well, we can probably do that when we hit the city.
Like the big city. This is technically a city, but it's not like the big one.
Yep.
Let me.
Games. Not sure how Naraster ended up behind Subutai, but okay. I wish these sheets would actually apply things faster. There we go. They load nice and fast, but man, they take forever to react. Oh my word, I don't know how it keeps doing that, but I really want it to stop. I don't know how it does it, but somehow, like, me trying to grab a character sheet, like, randomly minimizes it somehow. I think it may be that it's accidentally double-clicking or something, and it drives me up the wall.
Oh yeah. All that fucking equipment we got from the enemies, I didn't really decide what to do with that.
Yeah, I can tell you. Thelona came in last night, gave the report, threw down the bag of money, threw down the equipment, threw down the looted equipment, and then basically walked towards her quarters, peeling as she went. Obviously, one thing in mind: bed.
You know what though? We have so many crew members now. We could easily just keep all the gear as just like extra stuff for the crew.
Basically, say that the entire crew now has at least leather armor.
As at least leather armor, and we have plenty of spare weapons lying around. And if we get extra crew hands that need to be able to defend themselves.
18 fortress house money to improve. There we go.
Like, I'm not even gonna bother keeping track of this stuff because it's a fuck ton of crossbows and maces and shit that I think we can just say it's safe to assume that any random unarmed people we might recruit at some point will have a weapon waiting for them in like the ship armory.
Well, speaking of which, there's like over 100 bolts, so Geralf's just gonna just borrow like, I don't know, 50.
And the rest we could just keep stockpile. We could keep the rest along with the 6 heavy crossbows on like the deck in case anyone needs to grab like a ranged weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
aside from the longbows we have for the pitch.
and a barrel of arrows.
Yeah. But the thing is, so now we have even more ranged weapons at the ready on the deck because we do have a pretty sizable crew at this point.
Be right back.
Because I think we, aside from the named characters, I think we've got like 12 unnamed crew members that are on the ship.
So you got a bunch of guys that are trying out crossbows for the first time, and you just like stand back.
Boing.
Gareth, I can just picture Gareth going, "You do it like this."
No, don't hold like that. That's gonna. Ah! I warned you.
You should have listened. Nobody listens to Eeyore.
Thanks for finally noticing.
Is that actually what you based his voice
No,
on?
it just, now that you mention it, it does kind of, it is reaching a certain level of gravelly like Eeyore.
I'm in a relationship with a crazy witch. No one cares about Geralt.
I'm on a ship with a crazy witch. Never mind the fact that I'm banging the crazy witch.
A guy will do crazy things for the booty.
You know what I'm thinking about now? I kind of wish Roll20 had like a GIF search thing, like a lot of the chat programs do.
I can only imagine the amount of spams that would be in the
But
chat.
again,
here,
maybe
then.
they figure that would be too distracting from people's games if anyone. Although the thing is, technically, I'm assuming even if they had something like that, it'd be something the DM could disable.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Randy's
so
AFK,
yeah,
right?
Thelona said Randy says Thelona was going to sleep in. I'm guessing Theobald would probably do the same since that was a long trek. Yeah, so the other crew probably actually do sleep in a little bit more than normal because of the late trek that they had to come in on.
Right, they actually left the city, so they're probably a little more tired than the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. Even if their job was a little bit easier. Geralt would eventually
Job
get up
was
and start
easier,
moving
trip was
about.
long.
Yeah.
Giselle, you never know when she gets moving. She just starts. You just suddenly see her on the corner of the ship somewhere at some point.
Basically, the main thing is like, I'm assuming Azina's probably going to spend most of the day just like sorting weapons and shit in the armory with all the crap we accrued. Mainly because she wants to wait to actually talk with Thelona before we decide what to do next.
Yeah, so probably a lot of the crew are just either cleaning up the ship or also cleaning up all the mass amount of gears and prepping it for use. A couple of them trying to see what they would be handy with, and like we were saying earlier, Geralt just kind of going, "No, don't do that. No, stop that." I warned you.
Somebody has to waste a healing spell. Ow, my foot!
I test out my new healing spell and heal the person for 70 hit points.
Which they don't even have.
But
No,
yeah,
they just blow up like a balloon.
why am I full of hit points?
It's like, no, it's like, wow, I'm healed. That's so great. Do that again. They shoot someone else in the foot.
I could only cast it once.
Yeah, do that again. Oh, my groin!
Again!
It's like, but I can only do it once. And then you just see one guy chasing the other down the hallway.
I'll fucking kill you.
I kill you.
With that noise, that would probably get Thelona coming up to the deck. Looking still half asleep. She's buck naked, carrying her clothes on her arm, which, at this point are probably giving off a rather ripe smell.
Azino will kind of mention to Thelona as she's passing through that whenever she's more awake and ready, I want to have a meeting with her, Roger, and Tarthun in the captain's cabin.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Obviously, Azino will mention this to Roger and Tarthun as well.
All right.
Basically, a meeting with the leaders of the crew.
Staff meeting.
When do you want this to occur?
Whenever you're cleaned up and have had something to eat.
I'm not really hungry, but let me take a quick bath. And she will jump over the side of the ship.
Just proceeds to walk over to the side.
Actually, she just kind of walks over the side and just keels over the deck.
Just tumbles head over heels. Splash.
Yep.
One of the crewmates just look over the edge for a moment. Always does that and goes back to the rest of the
No,
crew.
she usually jumps. This time she's not really that. It almost looked like a Jack Sparrow maneuver, okay?
Have I converted any of the crew to Mitra?
I don't think you need to, because Theobald is the cleric of Mitra, so there's probably already some crew members that agree with him on that.
Okay.
And there's
I'm going to like be giving little like sermons and stuff off to the side on the deck or something like that for anyone who's not busy.
I don't think
your audience may vary depending upon the level of work going on.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, as far as faith goes on the ship, I don't think you have much competition because, Velena's got her goddess that I don't think anyone else really cares about because
Burn the witch.
they
No, just kidding.
associate most of the crew probably associates it with undead, which they just kind of tolerate Velena, so they're not going to convert to that.
I actually just picture Viserius and Valerius and Theobald just going room to room, knocking on doors, going, "Have you heard the good word in Mitra today?"
Door slams.
Garroth has Crom, and I don't think anyone else really has.
I have no use for your puny gods. That's literally Thelona's take on it.
Like, honestly, the easiest converts that they haven't already for Belarius to get would probably be the guys that we freed from slavery, because they probably could use something like that a little bit.
Okay, so I'm preaching to our new crew members.
As they try to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, as they
We
try
got
to
like
work.
3 of them.
Well, maybe I'll wait until tonight or sometime.
Like, that'd be a thing to more consider doing during like a meal. Like, if it wasn't already past breakfast.
Oh gosh, I can picture that conversation. You know, it also tastes good with bread. A good wholesome meal given by the great word of Mitra.
Trick on you. Hand out little pamphlets.
Yeah. No. They're like stone carved hieroglyphics and tablets.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cuneiform tablets. Cuneiform tablets with Mitra on there.
So, about 15-20 minutes later, Thelona will climb back up onto the deck. And she'll go up to one of the ropes holding the sails in place, and will hang up her vest. Excuse me, I was all about to sneeze. Her vest, drape her pants over it. Her boots she'll just put on the deck right next to the soap that she took with her, which you couldn't see because it was under the clothes. And then she'll shake herself off a little, kind of like a dog. Alright. You want a meeting? Let's do a meeting.
Alright. So, yeah, us plus Roger and Tarthun will be meeting in the captain's cabin.
Bigger bedroom.
Also, Azina gets out like 4 glasses and offers to pour some rum for anyone that wants any.
Thelona will pass. She much prefers mead or ale.
Tarthun and Roger would be used to that, so they'll probably partake.
Okay. I go, well, Thelona, you've already given me your report on what happened out at the farm. I look at Roger. I go, did anything happen on the ship while we were gone?
Not Captain. Everything was relatively quiet for the last couple of days.
So,
just some of the usual maintenance going on.
Raiders of the Eclipse were responsible for the farm being interfered with.
Yes.
And people working for them, disguising themselves as like cultists, were attacking anyone that was trying to set up like a coalition to do something about them out on the seas. That was what the Lord hired us for.
So they were behind yours too.
Yes, and
here I thought they had just decided to vary piracy with a bit of banditry.
And some of them escaped, and I don't know for sure that all of them were actually present during the attack. So I was going to ask if you thought maybe we should try to find some of the ones that got away to possibly question them. I wasn't allowed to question the one we actually captured. The Lord wanted to deal with that himself.
Here's the problem. They've had how many hours now? Since they ran, how many hours has it been?
It's probably been at least a day, half a day, probably more.
Close to a day, yeah. So
they will have gone down the deepest bolt hold I could find. made their way out of town. I think the odds of finding them are very, very low. I know that if I was doing an assassination and failed, I wouldn't want to remain in town. I would, as you say, cheese it.
I guess that makes sense. In that case, do you think there's any other business we should try to attend to here before we move on?
Only if you plan on selling any of the goods. If not, we've accomplished what we want here, but most of what we want is in the main city.
True.
There, we can try to put out feelers and see if we can find a hideout or something that they're using. And maybe get our questions answered there. But with you having gone through and gotten most of them, and me getting all the ones in the North Cabin, I'm thinking they do not have... They would have probably evacuated their base here for the time being. They'd also be heading for the city.
I look at Roger, I go, you've been able to just casually observe things around the city while we were out taking care of business. I ask if he thinks, if he's seen any people that he thinks might have been good to be possible recruits for the crew, especially since now we'll kind of be known as people that are trying to deal with the pirate issue.
Actually, if we can go to the previous topic first, did any ships leave?
To that, Roger and Tarthun can both reply, yeah, there's plenty of ships coming and going. This isn't the biggest city, but it's still a port city. But, actually, let me see if either of them noticed anything in particular. Wonderful thing about having character sheets.
Well, Tarthun was with Thelona, so he wouldn't
Well,
have
actually, that's
been here
right.
while
Tarthun
we were
wouldn't have
off.
seen anything, so anything Roger would have seen while everyone was gone. Would have picked up on. Nothing in particular. He would be able to tell you that he did notice a few extra smaller boats, but other than that, he really couldn't tell you what they were doing or if they were unusual or not.
Well, if there's ships always coming or going, that is probably your answer. They either booked passage or smuggled their way on one of the ships leaving.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Well, unless they left by land because they didn't want to risk trying to use the port.
I don't know it's possible. It's definitely possible they could have shipped on gone normal ships or used their own smaller ones, and it's also very probable that they're fleeing by land. Although that would not be the fastest way to travel in this, given this area.
That was my thought. If they would, with things failing, they would have wanted to report as soon as possible.
Or
That's why I figured they would have taken a ship.
Or in the event that they fear retribution for failing, they might have just fled out of the city with no intention of returning to the sea.
Also, a small chance, but definitely a possible one.
Depends on how much loyalty this organization manages to have.
They have cultists that use magic, so that's already quite a little foothold on people's heads.
That usually talks of fanaticism.
Nods. Both of them nod.
Then about my second inquiry, Do you think we have any chance of trying to recruit people here? Asking Roger.
Asking Roger. I'm not entirely sure offhand, Captain. There's always checking the local bars and taverns and so forth, seeing if any ship-worthy people are available. And I'm sure the fact that there's word about your deeds going around town already would help raise a few interested glances, but other than that, I can't guarantee anything for sure.
If you do that, remember to buy them all around first. That usually lifts their morale.
Aye.
That's a thought. I might make a stop at the tavern then before we leave.
Try and upgrade the number of extra hands.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think who to bring.
If we get a bigger ship, we're going to need them.
Yeah. Which we're gonna. Another thing we'll worry about when we get to the main capital.
That's still going to be the best place to recruit. Larger population.
Yes.
Chance of volunteers.
But right now, our names are in there. It might be in a lot of people's mouths as heroes. So this might be a good chance to just grab a few people on the way out.
Of course, if we're still not able to fill our complements, we can always look for the severely drunk and hit them on the head.
I would suggest that's a little less looked kindly upon these areas, but possible.
You can tell Filona's smirking as she said that.
Right. I
They
say
don't know the
so.
difference anymore.
I say to Filona, you know, you occasionally have a inspiring way with words. You want to go with me to the tavern?
Depends on when you're going. If you're leaving right now, no. My only pair of clothes won't be dry for a couple of hours.
All right. I'll let you relax while I go deal with this then.
Okay, fine. I'm going back to bed.
All right. I'll ask Tarthun to come with me, and as well as Belena and Garoth, since Thelona's not going. I'll give Belena a chance to get away.
Wouldn't you be afraid she would actually scare more people than?
Well, if she doesn't scare them immediately, then they're good to go.
I'm mainly just bringing her with me because I'm bringing Garoth.
Well, that's good. That means I don't have to throw my sword in front of the door.
Yeah, there's also that. There's also that. There's no chance of them running into each other if she's not here. So I
assume you probably mentioned this to Geralt, and then Geralt goes to get Valena.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Geralt, if you allow this, is just carrying a depressed Valena on his back.
Oh, we're not even that far yet. First, it's going to be Geralt getting down to the bedroom. Just sees you laying in bed, picks up your staff. Hey, pokes you every time he speaks.
Oh my god. That's exactly how it started.
I'm trying to think actually, if I can stop laughing for 5 minutes.
Poke. Pokey, mate.
Like the only I'm just thinking.
I don't know if I can get away with this line, but no, I can change it up a bit. Poke me again, you won't be poking anything tonight.
Promises. Gives a smug grin. But with that, he sets the staff down and he kind of comes a little bit closer. The captain wants us to go over and see if we can hire some more hands.
Get on my good dress.
He quietly nods and steps outside to let you get ready.
She dusts herself off and just kind of moves like with a kind of with her hood over her face, where she kind of looks like a ghost of her former self or something. Just yeah. But
You
she
know-
goes to the captain.
If she lollygags for more than 15 minutes, Garoth, take her up clothed or not.
No.
Basically,
This is
he's
her
just
walking
waiting
down
on the top deck. I give her about 10 minutes.
No. This is her walking down the halls.
Oh.
It's just. And then she just goes, Captain. You hear that, or was the AC too loud?
We heard it.
Okay.
Wait. What happened?
She said captain, as in to greet you.
Oh. Hello.
Such
I'm
wonderful conversation havers.
I'm guessing
here.
they're both here.
Yeah.
We're gonna go try to rally some people into joining our crew. Before we go, I'm gonna also, mention to Giselle for her to help Roger out if he needs anything while we're gone, since Thellona's asleep, so he's the only real commanding officer on the deck right now.
She quietly nods and says, I'll keep an eye on things. She kind of gives Roger a side glance. He kind of, okay. kind of goes about business as usual.
Well, he should know that if there's a problem, he can pound on my door.
Oh, there's
Right.
always that, but
But if
Yeah.
he's trying to avoid doing that for no reason, he's got somebody to help him out.
Thelona will be back up again within a couple hours. It's just...
yeah. Well, Giselle's. You never. Here, the thing about Giselle is, even when you guys think there's nobody there, she's occasionally there. She's actually been very good so far.
I'm just kind of picturing her being like Kasumi from Mass Effect, where she's just in the background and just randomly makes a comment on something somebody did, and they're like, "Wait, what? Who said that?"
Basically, only she's been very quiet about it. If this was like an animated TV show, every once in a while when people leave a room and think no one else was there, you'll just occasionally see her sidestep out into the open and kind of smile.
Yeah, and just see her just pull down a blanket that's shaped like the wall or something.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Azina, Valena, Garoth, and Tarthun. Garoth I realize this actually being the only one out of this group that doesn't have magic.
Who needs magic? Flexes.
When I have hammer.
Flexes, does not pose. Let me show you the way to the beach. Does a flexing stretch pose the point?
I don't know. This actually does sound like the punchline to a joke.
Yeah, I can just picture him flexing, going, "Have you seen my beach ball? It's this big around." And flexes again, points. What? I think I left it over there.
Garoth is like Gallagher, except instead of watermelons, he uses the opponent's heads.
Okay, so
Hey
do
kids, wanna see a dead body?
That's bad, Matt. That's bad.
I was about to say, dude, do we get to the tavern?
Okay.
Come on, you know he'd do it in a heartbeat.
Oh.
Although, I do imagine Garoth, prior to Valona, I have the body of a god. Oh.
I have the body of a demigod.
Okay, so do we make it to the tavern, or does something happen?
It doesn't take you too long. There's plenty. It's a nice big city, plenty of seaports. There's lots of nice sized bars around here. Not very hard to find them, and you get there without much of any incident.
Kind of, before doing anything, kind of survey the room to get a look at what kind of people are here.
I assume you obviously go for one of the bigger ones that you can quickly find.
Yeah, probably like the biggest one we can find without getting too far from the ship.
All right. So you head inside. Relatively decent place. It's actually big enough. There's actually a small band off to one side playing some shanty-like music. Excuse me. You can see a number of people who look like they're normal sailors. A couple more that look kind of more or less on the edge of pirate, if you catch my drift. And then and definitely a fair share of people who look like they're like hired hands looking for a job, etc. There's lots of money exchange and drinks running around. Barmaids trying to keep up as best they can with it. One guy running the main bar itself probably at one point spits into a glass and continues to wipe it.
So, I'll let Zaref say whatever he's gonna say.
Velena is gonna, without Garov, like she has a hood and a cloak up, right?
Okay.
So she's gonna walk very sultrily to the bar, slowly, sit on a bar stool, and then slowly let down her cloak, revealing her in a very beautiful black gown. And now when she turns around, does she see any onlookers or anything?
I would assume you get a few side glances for sure. You're definitely not the normal type to be seen around here. And I would also guarantee maybe one or two of them immediately know something to the effect of being a Hyborian just at first glance, especially with the white hair.
Right.
So there's maybe one or two of them that are literally like, oh shit, and might be already trying to pack up the shit.
She just goes, this is probably the dumbest thing I've done all game. She just goes, a big yawn and stretches out. It's like, oh, what's a girl to do for a drink?
You want to get their attention, keep them there. Have Elena do the fan dance from Star Trek V.
Okay. I think Azita's seen enough of Elena trying to seduce us into having crew members. I'm gonna walk up to the bartender, or the guy that looks like he's running the bar. And I'm going to slap down 200 silver and tell him, a round for everybody.
Yeah, you see a few odd glances in the Elena's direction, and more than a couple of them near her who actually hear what she said are looking rather puzzled by her actions. But then to see a more seafaring woman suddenly walk up, slap down a big chunk of money, and then just say around for everybody, you then hear a complete 180 as the room erupts with roars and applause from quickly moving more and more drinks as the barmaids look exhausted now. Trying to get everyone their rounds.
I feel stupid for having to ask this. What's the name of this city again?
That would be... Actually, I forget what it was. We named it and I forgot what I named it.
You know what? I'm just going to go with the name of the region then, because we're in Argos.
Maybe that was what we went with? I can't remember now.
Oh, you came up with a name, but I'm just with the speech I'm going to give. We're in Argos, right? So...
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it was something, but I forget what it was now.
After everybody quiets down a second, after obviously cheering because I gave them all booze, I kind of loudly exclaim, "People of Argos, I am Azina Arcane, the pirate hunter. You may have heard a little bit about my exploits recently. We intend to rid the seas of the Raiders of the Eclipse. And we're looking for possible new crewmates that want to help us rid the seas of this plague. I don't know if you want me to roll anything. Just
I was waiting for you to say a final line or something, but okay. Sure. Is there a persuasion? I don't remember.
there is a persuasion.
Yeah, roll persuasion from me.
Wow, that was a lousy fucking roll. A 9. That means I rolled a 4, doesn't it? Yeah, I rolled a 4. Got a 9.
9.
Well, I'll roll that, and oh wow, okay. So I basically with the 9 is how many people you how big the die roll you get, and 9 is exactly what rolled. So despite it being somewhat clumsy, it was still a decent start to it, and you get at least 9 people that come up to you that look like they'd be interested in work.
Okay.
A couple of them look a little more piratey. Definitely a couple that more than a few of them look like they've been seasoned hands before, so this would not be a new change for them. And then you got a couple more that look, 1 or 2 that look like they've been experienced sailors, so to help out with some of the bigger stuff would not be hard for them.
Admittedly, I know I flubbed that. I kind of flubbed that a bit, but that's also why I was like, I kind of wanted the loader to come, but I also don't want to wait.
Well, I mean, you could have said it's too important, but I'm not sure what the city would have gone about a naked barbarian rolling into town.
Right. There's that too.
Then
One
again,
or two wagons crash.
What are they gonna do? Summon the brute squad?
Okay, so
Kelowna is the brute squad.
we got about 9 people that
Come up and
partake.
are interested in joining you for a job, yeah.
All right.
A few of them do admit that they have definitely for sure heard about what you've been doing recently.
So just to be clear, Valena was unsuccessful at all.
Yeah, you were more successful at weirding them out a little bit.
Let's see.
You're actually give me a persuasion check.
And actually, if he had succeeded, wouldn't he have likely just made it so the new crewmates are potentially going to get beat up by Garoth?
See, now for this one, I was going to cut it in half because Valena is very much overacting it. So, you know what? Let's give it a try. You get a roll of D5.
A D5?
Yeah, I'm basically number roller. And you rolled a 1. You managed to pull in an extra one, so 10 people you managed to pull in. Oddly enough, Helena manages to get 1 guy interested. And Geralt just kind of watches crossed arms for a few moments from a distance, just keeping an eye on things.
Right. I kind of asked Harthoon what he thinks of the new recruits, because he's been doing this quite a while, because he was on a pirate ship before we recruited him.
Mm-hmm. Seeing the new recruits, he's like, they'll do all right. A few of them are a little more fresh to the water, but definitely looks like at least most of them here have had experience.
And we got plenty of equipment we just came across to put to use.
Indeed, and we can clothe and arm at least most of them, if not all of them.
All right, I'll spend a little bit of time sharing a drink with these guys before we head back to the ship.
All right.
About how long?
Maybe a half hour.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would assume that going there, getting people hired, and coming back again probably wouldn't take much more than an hour altogether.
And so spending half an hour, hour and a half. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and basically the main thing she'd be mentioning to them before we head back to the ship is that we currently have we have a galley, right? Is it a galley?
I keep forgetting.
I think it's a galley that we got.
Something like that, yeah.
And we're intending to have a warship built when we reach the big city, the capital. Masantia, is it?
Essentia, yeah.
Yeah, we're planning on getting a warship built when we get to Masantia.
We'll see how much that costs.
I think we have enough either way because, well, how much do I? Because I think in the ship, I mean, we have over 1,000 platinum in the ship fund, so that's what? That's 10,000 gold.
We'll see how much a warship costs.
True.
Yeah, I would have to double check on that. We'll see when we get there, if we get there right away tonight. We've got...
We're not gonna get there tonight. It's 10:20 already.
Yeah, 9:20, so we're almost like half hour out from our usual end time.
Okay.
Oh.
So, I take it you guys go back to the ship?
Yeah.
Crew returns to the ship. 10 new extra hands join on board and get to meet the new ragtag group that is the ship's crew.
By
Yep.
this time, Thellona's up again. She has a makeshift hammock, kind of up behind, like not directly behind the wheel, but you know, behind the wheel, and is sitting in it. The ropes next to her now contain her vest, which is still drying, and she has out her makeshift banjo and is torturing the crew.
So,
Theobald behind her with fingers in his ears.
I kind of look at Thelona and I go, that's the second in command, but we're gonna ignore that for right now. I take these guys to Conan was the veneerman we recruited a while back, because he's
Actually, it's
more
not
or
too
less,
bad.
he's more or less the guy that we kind of decided is going to be the one helping train newer recruits.
Okay. Yeah.
I introduce them all to him, he's going to judge he'll take a while to judge your basic combat skills, get you guys armed with weapons if you need any.
He looks up to them, and looks up to you, and then nods, and then looks up to them. Yes, we just got some new armaments in the last couple hours. Still trying out a few of them, and points to at least a couple of guys trying to work their way around a mace and a couple of daggers that they're holding on to, getting used to the feel of them.
That puts us at what? Like 22 unnamed crew members now?
That should be just enough to run a warship. Just.
If you're skeletoning it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got the whale of a tale to tell you lads, whale of a tale or two. Yeah, that's basically what she's singing. And oh yeah, and Velena's wolf's right up there howling with it.
Oddly enough, the wolf is howling in tune.
Yes.
This probably makes Velena angry because it's her wolf.
Oh no, she's preoccupied, just looking at herself, wondering if she drooped or something. Because she only attracted one crew member.
Geralt walks up behind her, noticing that Valena is being overly self-conscious again, and just big muscly arm wrap.
Does Azina notice Valena's attitude?
I don't know. Is she trying to purposely hide it at all?
Not really. It's like she's just looking at herself. It's like she's probably just like, I'm losing my touch.
I don't think she ever had that touch.
Yeah, Azina goes up to Valena and goes and just says, you know, you gotta keep in mind anyone that doesn't know you personally, you're more of an enigma than a woman.
She just walks down all depressed under the cabin.
It's just you're a wizard more first and foremost,
You're a
and
wizard, Harry.
everybody is afraid of wizards.
I'm sorry. Did I hear that enigma for more of enigma than a woman?
Oh dear. I don't know. Does the Valona need to roll a perception check? Because
Yeah, roll me a perception on that
she
one.
has to notice that over the top.
Yeah,
of
so
the
notice
fact
it over
she's
that. That
singing.
music. Oh,
God.
Jesus! Basically crit. Yes, you heard that.
So it was just the point. I had just finished. I'd thrown a piece of beef to the wolf, and had just taken a sip of my drink. When I hear that, and I just spit take. And start laughing.
I'm just kind of her picturing her music having like a record screech moment.
Her makeshift guitar just pings really loud.
Pops one of the strings on the banjo. Yeah, Blaine just goes down under the cabin all depressed.
You know,
Girl size.
if you were trying to inspire morale, I think you need to rethink your words.
Girl just kind of blinks, looks over. Don't look at me. I already have a hard time.
You gotta keep in mind that I think I not as much as Thelona, but I think Azina in general is used to people that have thicker skin in regards to things because of the kind of life she's led. She's not, a noble woman like Valena is.
Broken glass.
Yeah. I mean, she could insult Thelona, and Thelona will just insult back.
Right.
Okay. I can see
The point she was trying to make was that people need to know Valena personally to really see her as something other than a white-haired wizard.
It's a wizard. Run!
I just picturing the ripple effect of this. Valena gets so self-conscious, like she spends hours in her cabin just trying on different clothes, trying to look prettier, trying to do this. And then, like, every trip they stop at port, she tries to pick up guys at the tavern, trying to see if she still got it.
Realistically, the thing that
Realistically,
would make the most...
Valena's never had it. Everywhere she's gone, it's always been wide-eyed expressions going, "Oh, fucking god, a wizard!"
Realistic, like Azina
That is just literally canon.
like before, Azina didn't have the chance to say this because of the fact that she got depressed and walked off, but was realistically, if Valena wants to try and get that kind of attention, she needs to change the color of her hair.
Also true.
I don't know. Meanwhile, Valerius is just probably trying to convert people to Mitra.
Now, who's all?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Oh
She's
yeah,
got a
that
bunch
was
of new
10 new
recruits.
crew members. How's a believer? Can I get a amen?
Yeah. Valerian is just handing out like tablet after tablet to each person. They're like, I can't read this. Oh, don't worry, I'll teach it to you.
I will teach you reading and writing. Now we have an educated crew.
Please don't tell me this is going to be on the test.
I'll teach you to count too.
Unionize.
They start counting the gold. Oh my god. there's
One
so
little
much.
gold, 2 little gold, 3 little gold.
Does anybody else need to do anything before we leave?
No. we've
That's
got
a
supplies.
resounding crickets. So I think you guys are ready to set
We've
sail
got
again.
supplies, we're ready to go.
I think I gave people money for supplies when we first got here, so that
Yeah.
should
Yeah, that should have been already taken care of.
Yes, like we've got supplies, we're ready to go.
You've got supplies, and I've got slightly less silver.
That's
Uh,
not
My
actually
pockets
so.
feel lighter.
I only have 800 silver instead of 1,000 now.
What to do?
This
What to
game
do?
gave us so much silver.
So I
Cry
guess
about that some more.
Oh, Valerian's already
Try
crying.
some more.
But as I said, but you know, I more or less will signal for Roger to get people moving to get the ship heading to Messentia.
Roger nods
That's
and
what- that's
quickly
what-
gets them going into gear. What was that?
That's when Thelona actually does stand up and actually does start working as the first officer.
Oh, you're actually gonna do that, take care of it instead of letting Roger do it.
Well, yeah, I'm awake now. I'm on deck,
Okay.
And half dressed.
half dressed. Yeah, I've got pants. My boots are still drying too. Those are going to take the longest. You ever washed a pair of boots?
Gotta hang them upside down and try and air them out, and even then you have to wait extra time because always the inside never wants to get dry.
Yeah, actually, her boots might have been upside down on the wheel, but she's taken them off now.
I basically was just trying to avoid bothering Thelona while she was dealing with whatever she was doing.
No, now she was sleeping. Now she was just relaxing because there's nothing to do while in port.
Right.
Oh, she was relaxing, but now she's laughing because that was now that was the funniest thing she's heard all day.
That's the funniest thing she's heard all week.
Yeah, she did spray down the upper deck with beer or with ale and started laughing. Nearly fell out of her hammock.
People probably had to turn away.
Did that make her feel the slightest bit of pity for Valena?
A smidgen?
It's-
A tiny, microscopic smidgen? But then it's immediately washed over like, bitch tried to mind control me.
Yeah, it's a particle of pity, and now it's just like, no, bitch, you tried to.
just a momentary bit of pity. We'll see you later.
But I think because Azina's noticed Belarius trying to convert people, she's actually going to go over to Theobald and ask the more normal priest of Mitra, what would exactly go into converting to Mitra?
How do you mean?
If somebody wanted to become a follower of Mitra.
For me, it literally happened over a single battlefield.
Untie the moorings.
I more meant, do I need like a holy symbol or something, or
Just things you would eventually want to possibly buy into, yes. Mitra himself takes many different symbols. I prefer, and he pulls out his necklace that you occasionally do see once in a while, and it lets you see it. And I prefer the form of the longsword. I am always been a warrior at heart amongst my people as well, and he has always answered my call in such a form. As you've also seen the holy weapon he occasionally has called forth has always been a long sword, usually glowing almost gold.
For that
in
one
color.
time where it was actually like a statue or something.
Yeah, except for the one time where like went full on Mitra form holding the sword, in which case, yeah, that just went a little step above normal. Basically, like you might perceive it as like a crit casting or something.
I said, and you said Mitra seems like the type who would be in favor of doling out justice on the wicked.
Oh, very much indeed. Mitra is very much about justice.
In the background, you hear me shouting about justice.
Justice!
Justice!
You know what I'm actually kind of picturing Valerius as right now? Like, I'm picturing Valerius as Amelia from Slayers.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Actually, picturing something different. I'm
We'll
picturing.
smash them with the hammer of justice!
I'm
And the
actually
long
picturing,
sword!
like,
And many other things!
I'm like picturing those gospel preachers that have that guy right beside them when they go, "Praise the Lord, praise the Lord."
Basically.
Yeah.
No. I'm seeing her as a cross between Amelia from Slayers and a Jehovah's Witness.
And again, I kind of just tell Theobald that, you know, my life hasn't previously led me to having anything to do with faith, but I've been thinking about it lately.
Always good to have an open mind. I believe he's already mentioned his past as to why he changed before.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, it is always a good idea to have a very open mind because you never know. I still would give my left arm to understand why I was suddenly not listened to, but Mitra suddenly came to my call. If nothing else, I assume it was also for justice, because my people were about to perish all around me. I saved them that day. And despite saving them, they cast me out, and here I am.
Prefer to rely on my own strength, but in a battle like this, I don't suppose anything else would hurt either.
Doesn't hurt to have a little backup, no.
Alright, we're in the lane, full sail.
Aye aye!
I'm still going on about justice. Justice!
So, you know, I've while Thellona's kind of giving commands about sailing the ship, I'm going to pull out my flute and try to play a heroic tune to go with Valerius's preaching. More for amusement than anything else.
I like start foaming at the mouth. Justice!
I rolled an 18.
Oh lord. Effective.
I think, but other than that, I think I'm going to shut up for a bit so that somebody else can have some time, because I know I've been the one doing the most role-playing tonight, I think.
Well, you had the most to do trying to make sure everything's back together again.
Right.
Question: did they have mayors back then?
As in city mayors?
Yeah, just a mayor, any kind of mayor, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Like an old
called
horse
that,
mayor?
but
I don't think they'd be called that, but there would be like a local ruler that would be overseeing a city. Yeah.
Depends on the city and the political type. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Some
mean,
city,
you know,
Not mirror, like in
mirror. Yes, mirrors exist.
Okay.
Yes, mirrors come in many forms, including like polished metal and actual glass. The polished metal would probably be a little more common, but it's still just as effective.
Okay, so do we have time to before the ship moves to buy something, or?
We probably already have mirrors on the ship.
Okay, then Blaine is looking in the mirror, trying on different outfits. Like, why am I not pretty? Why am I not pretty?
Yeah, we definitely have mirrors in the rooms, most likely, with whatever furniture we'd have.
they would be polished metal rather than glass, just because.
Yeah.
Just because it'd be a little more easier to get a hold of, but also be more durable.
Yeah, you wouldn't want something that breaks easy on a ship.
Yeah, she's just trying on different outfits, just throwing them on the floor, and just freaking out.
Has Belarius converted anyone?
I don't know. Have I?
Have a roll of
You
persuasion.
know what? Yeah, roll me a persuasion.
Okay, let's see here. Where is my character sheet? Wait, where's my character sheet? In persuasion. Oh, well, this may not be good. Oh,
Not too
better
bad.
than I thought it would be.
You seem to have caught the definite attention of at least a couple of the new guys, for sure. As they join in cheering the justice speech.
I take out some holy water and start flicking at them.
Yeah, just flicking right in there.
Power of Mitra kills you.
Talk about Gallagher's show.
Yeah, I'm just picturing it like she just sprinkles it right in her eyes. So like, oh.
I don't think that's what you're supposed to use holy water
Justice! Justice! Ah!
One of them's like, "Oh my god, it burns!" No.
It burns.
So
He's actually a demon.
Like, actually, I just had an amusing idea. So Belena, trying different outfits, tries to find the pretty outfits and tries to test out her wiles again by going to the crew that she didn't convert and try to convert them to Dark Shadow with her minimum wiles.
I don't think that's going to work that well.
No.
We're
I
gonna
know.
have a conversion off, I see.
You know what? Roll me a persuasion.
Stop Belena's day.
I was gonna say, shouldn't that be with disadvantage? But that wasn't necessary.
You just get a load of nervous looks. Matter of fact, I
Like,
think
you
you might
get-
have.
you
I
get
think
some
you
of
might
my
have converted another person to Mitra.
You get some, yeah. You get some of my holy water in your
Like-
eye, and you start
like-
going blind.
I just picture the one guy she was responsible for recruiting suddenly losing interest.
He goes back in downstairs all depressed again, just going, why am I not pretty? Why am I not pretty?
Meanwhile, with the instructions to sail done, Felona's now just has taken down the hammock and is now just leaning against the back rail of the upper sail. The wind catches her vest and blows it off the rope, and she just reaches out and grabs it and starts putting it on.
I'm just like when you were starting to describe that, I was picturing you saying the wind blows it and she just sticks her arm out and it slides right on.
Pretty much. It's just a little bit of a moment of awesome as she's just leaning back, and then she just reaches down and takes another drink of her mead or her ale. Forgot warm area.
Yeah, you know it actually would be worse.
Most likely her hubby not too far away, always in plate armor as usual.
You know it would be worse if the guy that lost interest in Belena that was originally interested was the one that converted to Mitra.
With that roll, it's possible.
It's possible. Never mind, I think I'm more interested in me
Yeah, she's probably gonna be depressed the whole trip to what's the city?
Speaking of which,
Masanta. Yeah.
yes, so you're taking off to Masantia. It's early afternoon. It's going to take you roughly a day and a half to get there. And with that, I'm going to say we'll probably pass through those days relatively quickly, and just say that by evening of the not the next day, but the day after you finally reach Masanta. And with that, we are roughly less than 20 minutes out, so I'm going to say it's a good place to close for tonight.
I was just going to say, as they took off, remember, if we're followed by an island, don't wave at it.
No waving at islands. Never wave at the islands.
I was picturing everybody glaring at Valena as she says this.
Valena's not. No, Valena's.
Elena's already hiding. No, she doesn't know about this.
Except for the new recruits that have no idea what the fuck she's talking about.
Valena's just still downstairs depressed, going, "Why am I not pretty? Why